Yeah,
Hi guys, what's up? How you doing? You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sini Williams, and today I have a man on the show with me. His name is Matthew Maximize, right? Amazing young man doing photography stuff, teaching stuff, educational stuff. Basically, he's an amazing human, and I'm so glad that he is my friend.
Wow.
Hi Matthew, how you doing?
I'm fine, I'm good. Doing good.
Thank you for coming on my show today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, well,
Did
you just curtsy?
Yeah, I did that.
It's for females.
Okay, what's for male?
Yeah, that's more like it.
I
was starting to judge your sexuality.
My dear, I'm straight.
Okay, guys. So without further ado, the question on the minds of everyone is, why are men scum? Right? The phrase "men are scum" is something that really resonates with almost everyone I know, and probably that you know as well. Okay. So I have a man here because we like to hear from the male's perspective. We believe that a number of people believe that men are scum. A lot of men are scum, right? And some men have actually admitted to be Yoruba demons and server of breakfast, right? So I'm going to be asking you a series of questions because we really would like to know why men of nowadays have just decided to be scum. And scumfoolery manifests in several dimensions and all that. So I'm going to ask you, do you really believe, do you agree to the fact that men are scum?
Can I say one or two things before I answer?
Let's settle this first. Okay, you believe that men are scum?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, we are scum.
Okay, so now that we can both agree on that, I see what you mean.
Alright, so trust me, because I'm a man in this show does not mean I have all the answers. You know, right? But I'll be as truthful as I can be, so that because there is no honor in hiding your flaws. I feel you should talk about it so that we can find solution if there are solutions available, right? So yes, we can be scum. Do you want to define what scum is?
Okay.
Or just the server of breakfast?
No, not necessarily. Okay. Scumfoolery, as I've tagged it.
Is that a word?
It is.
Okay.
Okay, so there's scumfoolery, but this is my own invention. I call it scumfoolery, the art of manifesting scumminess. So it manifests in different forms, right? For some guys, how it shows up is they are never faithful to their partners. They have multiple partners, sleep up with girls at random, they don't care and all that. That's the kind of scumfoolery. Another one is when the guy is overly domineering, overly protective, overly jealous, right? And they make you feel like you are nothing, you're worthless. They are called narcissists, right? Narcissists are the chairman of all scums, of all scummers. Thirdly, another kind of scumfoolery is the gigolos, right? They come into a girl's life only to collect her money. She spends on them, buys them stuff, buys them this and that. And then once they run away and then they go. That's another kind of scumfoolery. The fourth kind of scumfoolery is when a guy is with a girl, he never asks her out, but he enjoys the perks of a relationship, stringing the girl along without really committing to her. That's another kind of, which is very, very common. The guy will never really state what he wants from a girl. He just claims that he likes her, and if he sees that the girl likes him, he takes advantage of the situation and then does what he needs to do, and then it's off onto his next prey. That's another type. And last but not the least are the baby daddies, who are just useless and irresponsible. No shade to musicians and all that, but a number of men will never commit to marriage, but they're just impregnating ladies up and down without any intention of raising those children. Those are the 5 I have been able to come up with. You can actually add yours in the comment section, right? The kind of scumfoolery you have encountered and all that. So that is how I'll be able to define scumfoolery for now. Which of the categories are you familiar with? Because I know you have friends.
I'm familiar with all the categories, and it's unfortunate that I do have friends, and we all belong to most of the listed, scumfoolery. We all do. And it's pathetic, and for some reason I feel that I know that I can see this with my full chest, that many of us do not want to be that.
Okay.
We do not want to be that. And I'm saying this with all sense of truthfulness. We want to be better, but somehow, as much as we've done all that could be done, follow principles, be accountable, and all of that, we still beat that shit, and we still become what it is right now, being scum.
Okay.
And I don't know if there's any help that can be rendered.
Right. I believe the reason why most guys will treat a lady shabbily is because they neither value nor respect her. They don't see her as a person of worth. So they just treat you like scum. Basically, forgive the use of the word. You're gonna be hearing a lot of scum on the channel today. Forgive the use of the word.
Okay.
So why do you think that the way men treat women over the years have changed, right?
Okay.
Before now, I mean, I remember even growing up that guys, when they're in love, the way they cherish their women, they take care of them, they want to dote over them, and just make them feel good and special. I mean, love was an amazing thing. We all looked forward to having, but things have changed. None of that is, people have stayed wicked. So I want to ask you, what is it about the value of a woman that has caused men to start acting out in these ways that cannot even begin to explain right now? What is it? What's responsible?
All right, like I said earlier, I'm not a specialist at this, but I will only say the obvious. Yeah, I don't think it's totally about the woman changing to have warranted what we're doing. Right? First, we take responsibility. Whatever we have done, or wherever we are right now, is a choice. Trust me, let's say it's a choice. Now, and also how I have traced it is in the what we value in as generation comes and goes. For instance, now the major thing being talked about or on everyone's lips is not even relationship, it's money. A lot of people don't care how they even get it, because they feel that with money I can direct anyone as I want. And it's unfortunate that lots of women are dancing to that tone. When you see a guy with money, am I lying? When you see a guy with money, you want to, oh yeah, come meet me now, the girl comes. Come cook for me, the girl comes. Let's go out, hang out. I don't care whatever you're doing. She comes. I want to take you out to Dubai. I'm going. So there are no, and when the guys start acting out, you just want to keep mute, because if you say anything to contradict him or his beliefs, you know that it's going to affect the flow of money. That's just one among many things, right? So I also feel that when women stop dancing to that tone, maybe a lot of things I used to remember those days. I saw some of the younger men when I was growing up. Those days, in fact, we were the messenger. We either had to deliver letter or gifts. And those gifts are tiny things that you can easily afford. A woman is not even looking for that you get her a house, a trip to Dubai, and all of those beautiful things that I admire, right? And that was how love was being shared. Even if you did not come with any gift, the woman still wants to see you. She wants to get a text from you. She longs to be with you. Bonds are being made, communities being formed. But I don't think it's like that no more. Everyone just wants to buy things, collect things, receive and collect.
Okay, so now you're saying that you feel the relationship scene is that way because love is not transactional. What you have to offer, and people have become really materialistic, right? Okay, I see. I actually see where you're coming from. But another dimension to that is a situation where guys actually meet girls who are good girls according to societal standards. I mean, you are raised to be a good girl. Be nice to people. Let them walk all over you, that kind of thing. A guy meets the girl. I'm serious. A guy meets a good girl who gives him peace, who gives him happiness, who is all out for him, who will do whatever it is that he wants. This is peace, because men will say, "Be my peace, be my peace." This lady is his peace. But the guy ends up, turning her life to pieces, right? He ends up.
Why are you like this with words?
I need to be sincere.
Yeah, I believe you.
When you hear when good women, I keep putting it in quotes, right? When you hear where good women are having conversations, women who they don't even want your money, right? If you give to them, fine. If you don't, they're not stressing. They don't mind spending on you, taking care of you, making you happy and all of that. No stress. They're not even jealous of even going through your phone. They trust you and believe in you. But at the end of the day, you are served premium breakfast still. Why?
Okay.
Is it that guys are unable to recognize a good woman and treat her accordingly, but then decides to treat her like she doesn't even matter, or like trash, and behave in a very scummy way? Yeah.
Okay, so you know I will not defend whatever it is that men have done. Like I've said, I would not, because what we do, we've done it. Like we're actually. So I'm holding it up. Yeah, like I said, there are several causes for that. Why men and why what they are. Another thing that we've not been able to point out is upbringing. You know, we've said this before, you and I, in one of our conversations, that the home, marriages, is the first place where a child is taught value, respect people, honor people, irrespective of their age and culture. You honor them, right? But these days, where we have a home that the father is busy, the mother is just taking care of how you will go to school. She's not concerned about any of all of those value and all of that. And it's unfortunate that the African culture, they just assume that you should know and be like, you should know. And I'm like, what should I know when I'm not being taught? Right? So when value is not served in your home, you grow up to be dysfunctional. And that's how you relate with people. I mean, I am dysfunctional and I'm working on whatever it is that needs to be worked on. Right? So I think what I would say to men these days is, it's not just about recognizing a good woman. It's about them, the man himself. Is dysfunctional. That's how he's going to treat whatever it is. He does not care if the person is good or bad. He's just going to treat you bad because that is who he is at that moment.
Who he is.
Yeah. So it's first in changing who they are as the man, changing who you are, believing that, owning it up and believing that this thing you're doing is bad. What can be done about it? But if you cannot do that, you'll keep serving breakfast. You can't help it.
Right. So actually thank you for saying that, trauma and dysfunctional families, raising dysfunctional men is the reason why you have a lot of dysfunctional relationships and all that. Dysfunction spilling into dysfunction.
Right. And I'm sorry, I don't know why people are even running into marriage. You know that there are certain things you need to work on.
No, don't assume that people know. A lot of people don't know.
Okay, that's what I just said right now, right?
Okay, yeah.
I'm taking back the word.
Yeah.
Assuming that
a lot of people don't know. I don't know what it is.
And even sometimes when people are held back from not getting married, pressure and all of that, pressure is real. See, only few of us can hold back and say, no, I'm not allowing this pressure to get to me. But a lot of people cannot. They cannot. And then so they get into marriage, dysfunctional.
More dysfunctional.
Yeah. Right.
And I think that's why we have the generation of children that we have nowadays, the Gen Z, because the father is dysfunctional, the mother is dysfunctional. They come together, they create a dysfunctional family and raise dysfunctional children, which then snowballs into a dysfunctional society, which is what we currently have. So yeah, this is just a conversation. It's just something I feel like we should bring to you to just get a conversation going. I just was curious, and I feel like bringing a man on board to really let us understand what is going on in their heads when they serve us breakfast is really going to help a number of people today. But like I said, I know you have male friends, right? And a lot of ladies out there can be just naive and they don't know what are the signs or the red flags to look out for in a guy that can potentially be a scum. So if you were to give us like an expo, so to say, I'm telling you to break the guy code now. What are the signs of a man that is likely to be a scum at the end of the day?
It's unfortunate to say that guys have mastered this game. That's people who really want to serve premium breakfast. And there are no specific indications, trust me. I wish I can tell you that this is it. The only thing I can tell the female gender, because I adore this gender so much, is that do not live your life just on the surface. Locate your spiritual source, something that keeps your spirit awake, because your spirit knows more than your body or your soul knows. So you can easily pick certain things that may not occur to you as bad. So, right? Keep that spirit awake. We've all have not mastered it yet, but there are some folks who have mastered it and are enjoying its benefits. It will help you not just against a man who will start breakfast. It helps you with business deals, life, escaping death, and all of that, all of those things, right? Yes, connect to. that will serve as a great advantage to you. Just trust me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for going in that direction. I'm
Yes,
going to
sir.
wrap up with that actually, and it's the fact that you cannot journey through this life alone. Life will beat you black and swallow you up and spit you out. Show you premium shaky. Even Jesus Christ said, "In this world you shall see troubles."
Tribulation.
Troubles, trials, and tribulation. In fact, I will replace it with, "In this life you shall see shaggy, but be of good cheer because he has conquered the world." So you really cannot go through life without having the Holy Spirit, an active relationship with him, because you need your discernment to be sharp. So people call it intuition, but for the Christian faith, we call it discernment, right? And it's a spirit that actually helps you to know who is good for you, who is bad for you, who to stay away from, who to cleave to, and all that. So you cannot really navigate through life on your own. You need to be connected to your source, which is God. Right. So my recommendation to you, you're not obligated to take it, but I hope you do, is that you find a spiritual source. It's going to help you to avoid marital mismatch. It's going to teach you which business deals to avoid, what kind of friends to stay away from, and all that. So we are not promising it's going to be smooth sailing. Sometimes you have hiccups along the way, but you're not going to be down for long. You're not going to be down for long. That's what I am sure of. And I believe that with God on your side, there's really, you can overcome the breakfast you have been served. I've been served as well. I once thought men are scum, but now my mindset is changing. I said it's changing because it's an ongoing process. I still think men are scum.
Because trust me, a woman that has been served a couple of times can also decide to start serving breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Right? If a woman treads that part, if a woman treads that part, I believe that they will do better than men. So men, be careful.
The relationship scene, it's a war zone. We call it the gender war. Men and women are like this, and they're like, "I will get you before you get me. I will get you before you get me." No one wants to be vulnerable.
Yeah, mom.
No one wants to be open and honest. Everyone is just trying to cover, self-serving and do things that are in their best interest. And really, marriages can really not work in that frame of mind. You can't run a marriage like that. Thank you so much, Matthew, for coming on the show today. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for taking accountability. I think men can take a leaf or two from you. I believe when men start being responsible and start being accountable, the conversation can actually start. I know our roles as women and what we do actually to contribute to this menace. I can actually say that, yes, we are doing this, right? And I believe until we're able to do that, come to a table and then start the conversation, we will not be able to solve this problem or overcome this wall, so to say. Matthew is a photographer. I'm going to link his Instagram channel and his YouTube channel right there and there, so you can go check him out. Check out this YouTube channel, guys. He's shaking tables on the channel. I mean, we're talking about controversial topics that Christians don't want to talk about, it, but are really happening. These are the things you will find out on his channel. So if you're interested in things like that, you want someone that really dishes out relatable content, definitely check out Matthew Maximize.
Thank you.
Right? And yes, also subscribe to my YouTube channel and drop your comments and feedback.
Comments are very important.
Yeah, I love to hear from you. Share this video and give me the thumbs up so that a lot of people can actually see it. Once again, my name is Simi Williams.
It feels good to be here. I've always wanted to.
We're not going to tell you to stay wicked. We're going to say peace. Shalom.
All right.